The North Carolina men's lacrosse team had not been on the championship stage in about a quarter century, but the 2016 edition definitely made up for lost time this Memorial Day weekend. Chris Cloutier's overtime goal lifted the Tar Heels to their 5th national championship in program history, a 14-13 overtime victory by the Tar Heels over the Maryland Terrapins, the Tar Heels' first national championship since 1991, in their first championship weekend appearance since 1993. And Cloutier capped off a dynamic weekend with that overtime goal with 1:39 left in the first overtime. And that came after the Tar Heels killed off an extra man opportunity for the Maryland Terrapins to start the overtime session. Cloutier was actually stoned by Kyle Bernlohr right before his heroics in the overtime, but the Tar Heels were able to get an extra man opportunity after a 1-minute penalty for a cross-check, and the Tar Heels took advantage of that, and Chris Cloutier scoring his 5th goal of the game, his 14th goal of championship weekend, and his 19th goal in the NCAA tournament, setting a new record. And after the game, I got a chance to talk with the hero, Chris Cloutier, and I asked him to begin our conversation, does the reality of being a national champion match the dream?
Not even close. I would have never expected to feel this great, and I can't put it into words how unreal and incredible this feeling is. I was lucky enough to have 5 of my best friends make the trip. They drove through the night last night.
From Canada?
From Kitchener, Ontario. And then on top of that, I had my dad, my sister, and my mom here for the entire weekend. So, yeah. A
family affair and a national championship at the same time.
Absolutely. It's incredible.
Take me through the goal. You get the ball up top. You already have 4 goals in the game. Take me through that play. What's going through your mind when you get it and you unleash it?
That's a play that Tags and I have been working on, the guy who passed it to me, the skip across the top, because, it's tough for the defense to rotate and react to that. And when I caught that, I knew that my hands were free, and that he was a left-hand goalie, so that bottom left was wide open, and I let it go, and luckily I found the back of the net.
Now, right before that, you were right on the doorstep, and Kyle Bernlohr pulls off one of the saves, the all-time saves in lacrosse. Did you think then that, maybe that opportunity was lost?
Absolutely. I was actually hesitant to take that shot at the end because I was pretty rattled afterwards. But I knew that my team would have my back no matter what if I took that shot, and it worked out.
Immediately before that, your team, Luke Goldstock, takes a penalty. You're a man down. What are you thinking on the other end as your team is trying to kill off that extra man opportunity in sudden death?
At that point, you just have to have complete faith in your defenses, and we do. We have guys like Austin Pifani, Evan Connell, Zach Powers, Ryan Macri down there, Joe Kenna. They're outstanding defensemen, and we have complete faith in them and what they do. And we knew that we're going to get that ball back and get this championship.
9 goals against Loyola on Saturday, 5 more here today. How do you put into words your amazing weekend, also setting the NCAA record for most goals in an NCAA tournament by an individual? How would you recap this weekend in terms of your individual performance?
I still can't believe it, but in the first game I was getting lucky. I had guys finding me open when as soon as I got open they were getting me the ball, and luckily I had success putting it in the back of the net, and that was probably the best game I've ever played, and I never imagined that I would be able to do something like that, and it's incredible. 9 goals in the game constitutes luck? Sometimes it does. Sometimes, someone's looking down, just helping you out, hopefully.
In the press box, a couple of reporters I overheard were saying that Canadians are changing the game. Do you feel that way? And what are Canadians bringing and have brought to the game of lacrosse?
I don't know if I'd say Canadians are changing the game. They're definitely bringing something different. It's a completely different game in Canada.
What's the difference?
5 guys on the floor the entire time. Everything's much more inside, which is why Canadians are typically able to finish inside a little bit better. and it really develops your hand-eye coordination, and that's just some of the things that Canadians can bring to the NCAA.
Chris Cloutier, congratulations on the win and the championship. And what are you going to do with the family the second you see them?
Hug them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm so grateful they came down, and they've been supporting me through my entire career. So I'm glad I could do this for them.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels winning their first national championship in 25 years. For the Maryland Terrapins, their quest for a long-awaited national championship has to wait another year. The Terrapins have not won a national championship since 1975, and this loss today marks the fourth time in the past 6 years that the Maryland Terrapins have lost in the national championship game. Last year losing on this field to the Denver Pioneers, and now today against the North Carolina Tar Heels. So stay tuned to A Lot of Sports Talk and ALOTofSportsTalk.com. We will have a new edition of the A Lot of Sports Talk podcast coming out on Wednesday, and then we will be in the Bay Area as the Copa America Centenario begins on Friday. We will be there at Levi Stadium for the United States' first game in Copa America Centenario, the first game of the tournament, the United States taking on Colombia. So once again, from Lincoln Financial Field, the North Carolina Tar Heels winning the 2016 Men's Lacrosse National Championship. The ladies also winning the Lacrosse National Championship in Division I. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my name is Adesina Koiki for ALOTofSportsTalk.com.